Hi everyone, this is John from Cardiokinetics. If you're someone who has difficulty squatting down low, could be your ankles. Today's Take 5 video, I'm going to take you through an ankle mobilization stretch that, if done over time, can improve the mobility in your ankles and hopefully increase the mobility in your squat. The reason why our ankles play an important role is our ankles are designed to move. Right, and as we squat, we need to make sure that we have adequate dorsiflexion. So dorsiflexion is driving our toe upwards. We spend a lot of our day in the opposite position, what we call plantar flexion. So if anyone wears heels, whenever we sleep, as we're in the car driving, we're stuck in plantar flexion, and that's going to prevent us from getting adequate dorsiflexion later on. So in today's stretch, we're going to try to increase our ankle's ability to get into dorsiflexion, and we're going to do that by using a wall, and we're going to be taking it through passive and active range of motion, and I'll explain what each of those are. So I'm going to hop up. You won't be able to see my face anymore, but you'll be able to hear me. So we're going to set up in front of a wall, and we want to make sure that our foot is completely flat. I would recommend starting maybe 5 to 6 inches away, and the first thing we're going to do, we're going to put our weight into our leg, and we're going to try to drive our knee towards the wall while keeping our foot flat. If you're able to do that, just scoot your foot back an inch or two. I want you to get to the point where you can touch the wall with your knee, but it takes a little bit of effort. So right here is a good position for me. So I have to put a lot of weight into my leg, driving my ankle into dorsiflexion, right, in order to touch that wall. I'm going to hold it for a couple seconds, and then I'm going to rock back on my heel while continuing to drive my toe up to the ceiling. So now I'm taking my ankle through active range of motion, and all that means is the muscle that we're stretching is doing all the work, opposed to passive range of motion, which is what we're doing now. In passive range of motion, we're using some type of outside force, in this case the weight of our whole body, to push our muscle into a deep stretch. So you hold that for a couple seconds and then rock back and pull that toe up using active range of motion. So we're just going back and forth between passive and active. Passive and active. You want to hold each stretch for about 3 to 5 seconds, and you could probably go through maybe 10 rounds of that, or maybe like a minute or two per side. This is something you can do every day. You can do it twice a day. You can reserve it for just the days that you're working out or the days when you're squatting. I would recommend when doing this exercise to do it shoeless. Right? That way there's no restrictions against our ankle that might prevent us from getting into deep dorsiflexion. And like I said, if this is something that you do over time, you probably should see noticeable improvements in not just your dorsiflexion range of motion, but how deep and how low you can go when you squat. So give it a try and let me know what you think.